Hello and welcome. Now, a day after the release of a video showing India's surgical strike in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, India has hit out at Pakistan. India's Foreign Ministry spokesperson said in response to a question by WION that the video is proof that Pakistan must act against terrorists operating on its soil.
So we have seen those videos of surgical strikes coming and just a short while ago the Ambassador Haley said that Pakistan should mend its ways and not indulge in activities that support safe haven. What do you have to say, your reaction to it?
Siddhant, our position on terrorism emanating out of Pakistan is very clear, and I think I have shared that from this forum several times, that Pakistan has to take steps to control terrorism which is coming out from its territory. It has to rein in the terrorists which are operating freely in the country. As far as the video is concerned, you would recall that on September 29th, 2016, from this very place, there was a joint press briefing by MEA and MOD. We have made our position on the surgical strike very clear during that press conference.
Now, Pakistan, for which an admission of the strikes would be deeply embarrassing, meanwhile, continues to remain in denial. The Pakistani Foreign Ministry has rejected the video proof, saying India's claims were based on imagination. Now, what Pakistan is ignoring is this daring Indian Army operation. The Indian Army reported this operation 11 days after an Indian Army camp was attacked in Jammu and Kashmir. The date was September 29, 2016. It was a swift and a targeted attack aimed at neutralizing terror launchpads across the line of control. Now, sections of opposition parties in India had questioned the operation, saying such exercises had been covertly carried out in the past as well. Some others had demanded proof and photographic or video evidence. Opposition parties continue to raise questions about the government's intent. The Indian government spokesperson, however, gave a nuanced response to such comments.
सर, बिकॉज प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस जब की गई थी सितंबर 2016 में, तो डीजीएमओ के साथ जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी एक्सपी तब के साथ में बैठे थे, और अभी आप देखते हैं प्रिंसिपल अपोजिशन पार्टी ये कह रही है कि आज से पहले सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक्स को कभी इस तरह से पब्लिसाइज नहीं किया गया था। क्या आपको लगता है कि ऑफिशियल पोडियम से उसको प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करके लोगों को जानकारी देना ये गलत रणनीति थी, जैसा आज प्रिंसिपल अपोजिशन पार्टी चार्ज कर रही है?
देखिए, इस डिबेट में मैं नहीं जाना चाहूँगा। जो 29 सितंबर को हमने किया वो ये इसी पेडेस्टल से किया गया था और पब्लिकली किया गया था। ये गलत है, सही है? ये जब अगर हमने किया है तो हमें कुछ अनाउंस करना था। हमारा ये इस मंच से यही काम है कि कोई भी सरकार की जो नीति होती है, जो एक्शन होता है, हम इस पेडेस्टल का उपयोग करते हैं उसको अनाउंस करने के लिए, जो हमने किया।
But almost 2 years after the operation, here's proof. Video footage of the operation captured through a UAV and head-mounted cameras is now out in the public domain. The footage shows Pakistani army men along with terrorists, as well as the decimation of Pakistani bunkers. As many as 38 terrorists were killed in the Indian retaliatory operation. Take a look once again at the video footage that we have. And WION Siddhant Sibal now joins me live from New Delhi. Siddhant, this would have come as a shot in the arm for India, isn't it? Incontrovertible proof.
Well, it's a slap on the face of naysayers, and especially on the face of Islamabad, which of course has been in denial mode. Even today, when the press conference happened, the weekly briefing in Islamabad, they said that it's imagination. But of course, that doesn't change the facts on the ground. And this video shows the facts that surgical strikes were done and a message was sent to Islamabad. Either it mends way or either it faces a bleak future, which it has been facing and will continue to do so. Tomorrow, by this time, the FATF will announce its decision. The week-long meeting is about to get over, and it will get over tomorrow. In Pakistan will be placed on the grey list. That effectively will cut off Pakistan's financial system, the banking system, from the global financial system at a time when its economy is in a bad position. We already know the last week what happened The Moody's rating agency has downgraded Pakistan's economy from stable to negative, and the finance minister is herself in Paris to make sure the case for the country is made, but that is not working. We have seen Pakistani media reports saying that Pakistan has already been placed on the FATF list. We had a question also at the weekly briefing of MEA here in New Delhi. The spokesperson also said that they'll comment only after that. Our sources in State Department are also waiting for the final decision. But the surgical strike video, of course, we asked a question on that, and the spokesperson recalled that famous press briefing by the then spokesperson of MEA, Vikas Swarupa, and DGMO, and the facts were present then. But today the video is out, a slap on the face of Islamabad.
Indeed. On that note, Siddhant Sibal in New Delhi, thank you so much for your inputs. Appreciate it. Right, staying on the story, we have Lieutenant General Dipender Singh Hooda. He is the former General Officer Commanding-in-Chief of the Indian Army's Northern Command. The officer was the Northern Army Commander during the surgical strike in September 2016. Now, for the layperson, General, can you explain the visuals we have seen in that particular footage?
Also, what you are seeing in the video, the ones that are shot by day, and you're seeing some people standing, around the sort of thing shed. That was the footage which was, taken the morning prior to the night that the attack, the surgical strike was launched.
Okay.
And some of what you are seeing, through, night vision device, and you can make out, the thermal cameras. Those are the footage which has been taken at night. So we did have some people already sort of inserted inside by day to sort of check out the target before the rest of the people came in.
Now, as someone controlling the operation, General, in some ways, what was going through your mind as you watched the operation unfold?
See, as there is always, certain amount of apprehension that everything should go off well. I mean, we have so many people across into Pakistan territory, and their lives are literally at stake. So there was a concern that everything should go off well. We shouldn't have any casualties. But as time passed, and we had multiple targets to be hit. So as the first and the second, third target was hit, we sort of grew in confidence that things were moving according to plan. So we kept our fingers crossed. Everybody should come back safe, and that's what happened.
Now, General, these are rare operations, right? How does the Army prepare to minimize casualties?
Yeah, so they are rare because it's not that you are launching transporter operations every day. The preparation is immense, starting from gathering of intelligence about the target. So you have to sort of get satellite imagery, some human intelligence, to get details of the target. And once that is done, then this training which is done, so you simulate sort of the target area. And then you carry out various plans to see which one sort of works the best. So training is a huge sort of exercise for those specific targets. And then the selection, depending on what is the target you've got to get, what sort of people you have to select and take them. So all this requires fair amount of time. And so we had been preparing almost a year and a half.
Right. And General Hooda, does this operation marry conventional warfare with modern technology in a way that's going to become more and more common going ahead?
Yeah, for sure. Because, I think there is no option but to adopt technology for this. And it gives you, as I say, it's a force multiplier. But it does give you, numerous benefits in terms of techniques. And so for sure, it's going to, I think that's the way for the future.
And in conclusion, General, the question some people are asking is, what did the strike achieve? Now, as a former army man, what do you think the army achieved with this particular surgical strike?
See, I think, every effect is not necessarily physical. So there are also moral effects. And we talk a lot in the army about, moral domination over the enemy. And I think that's also an important part, particularly when you are sort of facing off each other along the line of control on a daily basis. So that moral domination over the enemy that, we've been able to do this. And then, there was also a message to our own soldiers. People were asking questions that we've lost 18 boys in Uri. And so what are we going to do? And so I think it was also sort of a message to our own soldiers that, you lost comrades, but it doesn't mean that, their lives will sort of go unavenged. So I think there were positives to it.
Right. Right. On that note, General Hura, thank you so much for speaking to us. Appreciate it.